many White House executive orders, new questions arises whether what is legal and how organizations can continue to foster inclusive workplaces while navigating evolving regulation, not least in the US. Everything is working now.
The consequences of the new Trump administration is on everybody's mind these days.
So what is the end result here? The end result here is that we just don't know, meaning Republicans control everything right now.
We had Rufus Gifford, the most loved American in Denmark, talking about his view on the Trump administration and how to help mitigate the consequences locally in the US, but also from around the world.
But this is a moment in time for folks, real leaders, to step up. And I think Europe has the opportunity to do that here. I don't think we should be under any expectation that this is not, at least in the short term, a new world order. We've got to get our heads around that and address it. And I think the most important thing is for people to stay engaged in this. The last thing I'm going to ever suggest is for folks to forget about the United States. You know I love this country with all my heart.
He also talked about the pharmaceutical industry in Denmark and how important it is for us.
And I hope that people will continue to invest in us. I hope more than anything that the anti-American sentiment that exists out there right now, which is I know that it does all throughout Europe and for understandable reasons, but that anti-American sentiment is directed at our administration and not our country and our people. But I think that there's still huge growth opportunity for Danish businesses in the US.
Operational team.
My learnings from today is that Denmark has a strong, resilient economy. We shouldn't worry too much about the American tariffs.
Germany's problems are not always cyclical.
So I have given a presentation about how geopolitics is impacting the Danish economy. And three key messages from my talk. First message is that we are not seeing deglobalization in the world, but we are seeing a different kind of globalization. The second thing is that Denmark is vulnerable because we are a very open economy. And the third key message is that despite that Denmark is vulnerable to what is happening with global trade, we also have a certain degree of resilience in the Danish economy, which we have seen in recent years.
There's a lot of Americans which still share our values and who would like to be our nearest allies.
But I mean, the chaos is what's driving the markets down right now. It's the uncertainty associated with tariffs that are causing the economic anxiety. So I do understand that. That being said, I do think long-term upside, I mean, it's still just very real. I mean, the United States is still just, the tip of the iceberg as it relates to a lot of this next generation, a lot of these next generation businesses, which Denmark, of course, thrives in. So I still think there's huge opportunity.
So all in all, after today's discussions, I feel much more confident that, we as Danes and Europeans can get through this situation. So I'm much more positive after today and all the learnings that we have had today.
How we operate.